Alright, got another review for you today. It's going to be another Hot Toys figure. And it's going to be the first DX figure that I've ever gotten from Hot Toys. It's the Indiana Jones figure from Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's been out for a little bit now. I'm kind of late to get him because I did a flex pay on him. So, had to break down those payments and make it a little easier with, as you have seen lately, all the reviews that I've been doing. Few other things that have decided to show up on the doorstep. So, the figure itself is fantastic. Really like the figure. The figure's gotten hammered pretty good on the sculpt. It's not spot on Harrison Ford, but it's not a travesty against all that you hold dear either. So, it's pretty solid sculpt. The outfit and everything else is really fantastic. It comes with plenty of options for display. So overall, at a $250 price tag, I really think it's worth it. I definitely would suggest getting it if you're a fan of Indiana Jones, and getting a pretty kick-ass collectible in your collection. So those are just some of my initial thoughts. I'll show you the box and some of the extra goodies, and then we'll get to Indy. Alright, here we have the box. The box is, as you can see, it's a pretty good sized box. The thing about it that I like is the Indiana Jones here. It's got some grip to it. Then you got the hat and the whip, the iconic aspects of Indy. But the box looks like leather and even has kind of a leathery feel to it. So it's pretty nice. Then you open it up, and it's got a pretty awesome, the logo, the iconic logo that we've seen of Indy. And then it's got the map and the discovery of the Ark of the Covenant. And so it's got a nice little look. And as far as old, worn out paper and stuff. And then, of course, synonymous with Indy is the little red line and his journey, how everything goes. And a little quote. And then when you lift that up, here's where Indy is. Would go, I guess I should say. And then underneath you've got different layers for all the extras and stuff that come with him. So, the box is pretty in-depth as compared to most stuff. And yes, the map does come out. Here is, and I'll show you just a few of the things while I'm talking about this. Really neat. And DX base that I'm thinking about trying to find a way to fit in the collection as far as display purpose wise. I'll back up and let you see that. The staff, and this thing is pretty good sized little piece here. I won't display with how I have Indy set up, but I have a custom Indy with the map room outfit that I'll put this with, so it's going to get used, but I'll have to move him from where he's at because the shelf that he's on won't work with something that large. And then of course you've got the backdrop pieces, depending on how you want to display it, map room or where he finds the idol at the beginning, and those are at the bottom. So that's that part, of Indy. We'll go over to the main guy himself, and we'll get started. All right, here is Indy. I'll just kind of give you a look at the sculpt, which is pretty good, like I said. his hat, which is obviously it's a separate piece. He has the PERS system, and you can take the hairpiece off, and he comes with two hairpieces. One that goes with the hat, one that goes if you're not wearing the hat. And you can rotate the eyes. I didn't mess with them. I think the PERS can, while cool in concept, can actually mess up the likeness more than it can help. There's your standard Hot Toys base. Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. His shoes are actually got some leather on them and stuff. It's really cool. Very nice job by Hot Toys. The pants have a nice worn, weathered look to them. The bag is exceptional. I really like the bag. It's out great. Leather whip. The shirt's very nice. Obviously, the muscle body gives a pretty realistic look to it. Jacket's fantastic. Oh man, very nice, very nice. To me, the really thing that just puts this figure over the top, honestly, is not the sculpt. Like I said, it's a good sculpt. I like it, but honestly, what puts it over the top is just how nice the bag, the jacket, the pants, the shoes, the hat, all the extras. To me, that makes it worth grabbing it and worth adding to your indie collection if you are a fan of Indiana Jones. And as far as poses, I've got one where one of my sideshow indies is he's swinging the whip, and I've got one where he's holding the gun and stuff. But I kind of wanted to go with something subtle, and I remember seeing a photo or something of it's sort of where he's kind of standing like this, holding the whip, and I don't know. To me, it feels very much like something you would see Indiana Jones doing in a movie. So. Just kind of standing for a second, thinking before he uses the whip, analyzing the situation before he gets himself into, all kinds of trouble. But, like I said, this figure's really fantastic. For $250, you can flex pay it at Sideshow. Last I checked, it was still in stock. So, definitely worth trying and getting yourself a really just exceptional Indiana Jones figure. Alright, let me get the extras set up and we'll be right back. Okay, he comes with the idol pedestal. It's obviously not as in depth as Sideshow's is. Sideshow's had the base that went out and was polystone. This is a vinyl and it's hollow. It comes in two pieces, but it still looks pretty nice. Detail wise, it's pretty cool. It's got the moss and stuff all over it. Comes with, the idol. And it's got the nice electroplated, vacuumized, super plastic look. And as someone pointed out, yes, his butt. I know someone mentioned that on the board, and I had never really thought about it, but now it's kind of hard not to think about when you look at that thing. But it's pretty cool. I like Sideshow's a little bit better just because Sideshow's is, I think it feels, it's heavier. Sideshow's is heavier. It just feels a little bit better. Here is the little head wrap for the map room outfit. and then the map room outfit. And I'm going to leave mine in the plastic and everything for right now. And you probably can't see the weathering maybe real super great, but it's actually got a really nice weathered look to it. So I might have to make me another custom map room Indy. Let me get the other extras here. Grab a couple of those. Here's the little sandbaggy. And actually the nice thing about this as compared to the one that you got with Sideshow was with this one being filled with like a cotton or something, it feels more like it could have sand in it. So that's pretty cool. Indy has his belt, his gun belt with the holster and everything, and it's got the old revolver in it. And then of course you get the other pistol. And then obviously he's got a bunch of hands. He's got gloved hands and non-gloved hands. Let me give you something to look at while I reach and grab these. Well, while not a hand, here's the other headpiece. And then there's the metal. Of course it's metal. His headpiece, whatever, with the magnet inside. And some of his gloved hands. And of course, he's got non-gloved hands. So he's got plenty of hands, stuff to use. So that's Indy and his extras and stuff. I'll give you my final thoughts and we'll be right back. Alright, final thoughts on Indiana Jones. Like I said at the beginning, $250. To me, the price tag is worth it when you add everything together and look at what you get. All the display options you can have, the mixing and matching that you can do with this figure. I think it's really just a super figure. First DX figure. Like I said, the PERS system I think would be really neat, but and it looks it looks like it would be interesting to mess with. But I've seen too many pictures where I think it can mess up the likeness and feel to a piece. Now I do have the Hot Toys DX Jack Sparrow coming. Flex paid it too, so that's why I'm behind on that one. But that's when I think actually the PERS can be helpful because he's very expressive. So I think that one I might try to mess with a little bit. But Indy's fantastic. $250 from Sideshow Collectibles. You can flex pay it probably still. I assume they still have some options left for that one. If they don't, just try to save up the money and get it before it's gone, because I think this is a figure that Indy fans will really jump after and try to add to their collections over time. So make sure you get this one. Pictures and everything will be up on the blog, crazycollecting.wordpress.com. As always, guys, I thank you for checking everything out, sticking with me through the dead period, part of last year. But things are turning up and about to get real busy. So till next time, guys, take it easy.